souls, and welcome to another episode of Energy Intuition Transformation. I'm Sue Williams, and I'm so glad you're here with me today. Now, before we dive into today's topic, I just want to say thank you to everyone who tuned in last week to view the solstice special that I had, and those who reached out with such kind messages. I do appreciate it. And it's beautiful to hear how these energies are supporting you and your animal companions. Now, today we're exploring a gentle yet powerful topic: soul whispers, those subtle signs, synchronicities, and messages that the universe, your spirit team, or even your animal companions might be sending you. So, what are soul whispers? Well, we all have moments when we feel something just beyond the veil: a sensation, a knowing, a feather in our path, a repeated number, or an animal showing up in an unusual way. Now, these are what I call soul whispers, quiet messages from the universe designed to guide, comfort, and awaken us. And they're a real pleasure to receive. And sometimes they're clear, like a dream where a loved one speaks to you. Sometimes they're subtle, like a feeling in your gut that you can't quite explain. But when you start tuning into these messages, you open a sacred dialogue between your soul and the greater cosmic intelligence around you. So let me share a quick story. A client of mine had just lost her beloved dog, and she was grieving deeply, as you can imagine. Now, a few days later, a butterfly landed on her hand, and it stayed there for almost a minute. Now, butterflies had always been special to her and her dog. That moment brought a wave of peace that she couldn't explain. Now, signs can come through by animals, perhaps crossing your path unexpectedly. If you're out walking and you find a feather, a coin, or some other object, and they show up repeatedly day after day. Maybe you have dreams or flashes of insight, songs that repeat, and maybe numbers like 11, 11, or even just overheard conversations that feel like you were meant to be listening into them. Now, animals in particular are deeply connected to these energies. They live in a state of presence and often act as messengers for the spirit world, which is such a beautiful thing to experience. Now, to help you tune into some of these signs, to make sure that they really hit home to you, I just prepared a mini meditation for you to listen to today. But of course, as always, please do not listen to this meditation while you're driving or operating any machinery. And if you need your full concentration at this time, please just listen with your eyes open, stay aware, and you can return to this experience with the replay, either on the podcast or on the TV. So, firstly, find a quiet, safe space where you can sit or lie comfortably. And let's begin by allowing yourself to settle into the present moment. If it's safe to do so, close your eyes gently and take a deep, full breath in. Hold for a moment and release slowly, letting your shoulders drop and letting your jaw relax. Breathe in again, deeply and gently. And breathe out, letting go of any tension you're holding. Feel your body begin to soften, unwind. There's nothing you need to do right now but simply be here. Now bring your awareness to your heart space. Feel your breath flowing in and out through this area. Imagine a warm, soft light glowing gently within your chest. It's the light of your soul. And with each breath, feel that light expand, filling your chest, your arms, your entire being. This light is connection to higher wisdom, to guidance, to love. Now, imagine that you're walking through a beautiful, peaceful forest. The path beneath your feet is soft with earth and leaves. Above you, sunlight filters through the trees. Birds sing quietly in the distance. You're completely safe, supported, and surrounded by nature's wisdom. As you continue along this path, you notice a gentle presence walking beside you. It could be an animal spirit, an ancestor, a guide, or simply a feeling of loving presence. You don't need to know exactly who or what it is. Just feel their support beside you. As you walk, this presence gently guides you to a clearing. In the center of this space, there is a small pool of still, clear water. You kneel beside it and gaze into the surface. This pool is a mirror to your soul. You ask silently, what message is meant for me today? Just breathe, be still, and let whatever needs to arise come forward. Perhaps an image, a word, a color, a memory, or a special symbol. There's no right or wrong here. Whatever you receive is sacred. If nothing comes yet, that's okay. Sometimes the whisper comes later when you're not expecting it. So stay in this space a little longer, allowing the message to gently imprint itself on your awareness. Now imagine the pool of water glowing with golden light. It shines up into your heart and into your mind, sealing in the guidance, the peace, the clarity. You know you can return to this place at any time you need insight or comfort. So take a deep breath in, and slowly out, and feel yourself beginning to return. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Gently bring awareness back into the room. And when you feel ready, open your eyes. Take a moment now to write down anything that came to you, no matter how small or strange it may seem. Trust that your soul has heard what it needed to hear. And of course, you don't need to be psychic to receive signs. You just need to be willing to pause, notice, and listen. So here are 3 ways to start tuning in. Now, number 1 is very important. Slow down. When we rush, we miss the magic. Number 2, ask a question, an important question you would like the answer to. Ask it before bed or during a quiet moment during the day. Ask the universe, what do I need to know? And of course, number 3, be open. Trust what comes. It may not arrive how you expect, but it will arrive in a way that your soul recognizes. And when a sign appears, feel into it. Don't overthink. Don't allow that logical mind of yours to question everything. But do ask, what does this mean for me right now? Often your first impression is the right one. So that's the one to go with. And now just a bit more on this particular topic. I've drawn a beautiful oracle card from one of my favorite decks, which I've shown before, which is the Sacred Medicine Oracle deck by Asher Frost with beautiful illustrations by Steph Littlebird. And the card I drew this week is quite appropriate, and it's the owl, soul retrieval. Such a beautiful image. And the owl reminds us that truth is already within us. When we get quiet, we hear the guidance that has been waiting all along. Owl is the keeper of deep medicine, a wise seer that flies through the dark and sees what others cannot. Owl energy invites you to journey inward and reclaim the parts of yourself that may have been lost, perhaps through trauma, heartbreak, or self-doubt. Now, this is the sacred work of soul retrieval, gathering your energy back into places it was once scattered and bringing yourself home to wholeness. In Indigenous teachings, owl is often a guardian of mystery, transition, and transformation. Now, if this card has come to you today, it's likely that your spirit is calling you to pause, reflect, and gently listen for the parts of yourself that are ready to return. This is not about fixing what's broken. It's about remembering that you were never truly broken to begin with. You've just forgotten your own medicine. So today, take a moment to be still, to breathe, to listen, because the owl comes not with loud proclamations, but with subtle sacred whispers that lead you home. Trust that what has been lost can be lovingly restored, one breath, one truth, one soft return at a time. So thank you so much for joining me today. If you want to reach out to me, you can connect through my website, holistic-health.au. So please, everyone, have a blessed week, and I look forward to catching up with you again in 1 week's time. Bye for now.